Hi, welcome to another educational video about screen printing by Cat Spit Productions. Today is a special video because we're actually going to do 3 colors on a white underbase. Well, there's actually various colored shirts, and it was set up on a white underbase because they're going to be doing different colors. But I think today, for the testing, we're going to use a black shirt in the setup, and that's what we'll show you. Okay, so what we have is we've got a design like this that was originally set up on a dark shirt with a white underbase. Okay, and you have to start, we started with a low-res file of this and we color separated it, we got it into vector, we created vector, color separated it. Okay, we created our film positives. So you have one film positive for each color you're printing. That's the black, this is the red, this is the gold or the snake color, the tan. Okay, and then you have the white underbase. Okay, see, so there's your white underbase. It's a big patch job, and there are different ways to do the white underbase. This is how this one was done because it was the easiest way to do it. Sometimes you can knock things out and make it a little bit less ink. All right, so white underbase. You've got your gold snake color, tan snake color. We got red, and then the black, which will trap everything in and make it look really good. So after that, you've got your 4 screens. Okay, black. There's the white underbase. Okay. Here's the tan or the gold or whatever you want to call it for the snake. Okay. Here's the red, which I had some pinholes, so I just used some tape really quick because I'm trying to set this up, you know, okay? So that's it. So you can see that when you have a big multicolor design like this, a lot of people don't understand this, that you see there's a lot of pre-press in there. You have to first make your film positives, 4 of them, then you have to make your screens. Okay, so we got everything set up, and what we're going to do, if I don't wreck my screens before I get set up, is, you know, this is a big job and it takes a little time, so for a 10-minute video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up each color and line it up and show you the printing of it only. I'm not going to show you the entire setup, but know that we start with the key printer, K, for black, it's the key printer. That's why there's no reg marks on this, because everything is going inside here. So it's all eyeballed and lined up with this black printer. So I'm going to print this down first on a white shirt or something white, and then I will line up the remaining 3 screens to that one black printer. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to rearrange, set up over on the press, get the black printer set up, do a test print, flash cure it, get it ready, and then we're going to set up each color, and I'll show you each print as it goes so you can see the progression. And then we'll do the print. So I'm actually going to set it up and have it all set up, and then I'll show you how it prints. So we're not going to do the setup. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so here we have the shirt on the palette, and all the screens are in press. Okay, and we're going to do another test print here to make sure that we're looking good. So first we're going to do the underbase, and I try to push a little bit through so that I can maybe get it in one hit, but it's not cleared out, so I'll do it again. Okay, there's the white underbase, that looks fine. So we're going to flash that. Everything's just heating up here a little bit, so it might take a little bit longer to do these steps than it will when everything's heated up. So I check to see we're good there. Looks good. Now I go to my next color. Now this color here is gold, and what I'm doing here is just kind of a putty job, and the reason being is that there's a lot of lines and a lot of stuff, so I'm letting it fill in and bleed out because we're flashing everything. and trapping it all with a black trap, a black printer, which goes on top of everything and kind of traps everything and cleans it up. So I'm just kind of, that screen is very hard to register. It's really tight, and I have it really close, but it's not 100%. So rather than try to mess with it and perhaps maybe ruin what I have already, I just let it flood out a little bit, you know, and it'll fill in those spaces no problem. Fortunately, the ink is such that it wants to do that too. So now I got to turn this fan on a second. This is the problem with having a single station press, is that if the palette gets hot, the ink gets hot, and you really need to rotate every time you do a color. Okay, and you can, you know, there's an article on the website about how to use a manual press, and that explains that. Okay, so now we got the white, the gold. Now I'm going to put the red down. Now you'll notice, again, you'll notice that I stroke different screens differently. And the reason is for registration, because there's stencil drag. Okay, so sometimes, you know, each screen, depending on the ink, like the black ink is really thick and it's pushing it down. The red ink is pushing down, so I'm pulling it. I'm pulling the stroke to pull whatever stencil drag happens, it's going up to work with the registration I have. Okay, so now I'm going to flash cure this. Okay, and we check it out. Make sure it's cured good. Once I get going, you know, I won't have to really tap it every time. I'll kind of have a feel for the time, and it's hot and it'll go a lot quicker. All right, so there's that one. I'll turn this on for a second. Take some of the heat off of the ink. It takes the heat off the ink really quick. Like the palette will still be pretty hot, but the ink cools fairly quickly with a fan like this. Okay, and then we got the black printer. Now, black printer, I'm doing that, and then I'm also going like this. Okay. And that's kind of, you know, filling everything in pretty nicely. Now, one of the things you have to watch out for is that your white underbase is very smooth, so that you don't have to push too hard to get your inks to fill in. Okay, so there it is. 3 colors on a white underbase. Okay, so there it is. Three color print on a white underbase. It's pretty good. Nice enough registration. It's good. I'm happy with it. I'm ready to call the customer for a press proof, and that's pretty cool. So keep in mind that I do have all 4 screens on the same mesh count. I have them all on 155, and the reason why is when you're printing on a white underbase, the Plastisol ink isn't that absorbent like a t-shirt, so you can lay down less ink. And I really meant to do the white underbase on a little bit more open screen, but somehow I picked, you know, I goofed that up and I picked the wrong one when I was coding, and so I just did it all on 155. But, you know, technically you might do the white underbase on a 125 40 mic mesh and then run all the colors at 155. But really it's important that your white underbase is smooth and consistent for your other colors to go on. Okay? So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you see, rate, thumbs up, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.